Well, Michael, as you know, in Virginia, we are a national leader in public-private partnerships. We've seen that with the HOV lanes. We've seen that with other facilities all across the Commonwealth. The challenge is sometimes they do create tolls. And we've seen in some places, like in Hampton Roads with the Portsmouth Tunnel, where frankly those tolls have gotten way, way too high. So they're not a magic solution. But when we've got record low interest rates, the ability to go out and, for example, get 50-year bonded money at under 2%, it's crazy not to have that tool in our toolkit. I was very disappointed that the infrastructure bank got taken out. There were some concerns over some of the labor provisions. I've actually been in touch with both the labor and business coalitions to see if they might be able to help forge a compromise so that I could potentially get it back in, even on this bill. And there's broad bipartisan support on that. But if we're not successful, I clearly hope to revisit this in the reconciliation process. We need to use this tool, not only for things like traditional infrastructure, but as we think about things like, how do we make sure if you've got an electric vehicle that there are appropriate charging stations out there? The government shouldn't have to pick up the whole cost of that, but the government might seed some additional dollars and then put out a very long-term low-interest loan so that you could build these charging stations, and at some point there'll be some fee for that, and that would be the fee that would, in a sense, repay those funds. So whether it's EV charging stations, whether it's smarter power grid, whether it's traditional bridges and roads, water and sewer systems, using public-private dollars in a way that makes business sense and sense for the taxpayers, we'd be crazy not to put that into the process.